I told her my symptoms of drinking a lot of water, peeing all the time, losing weight, and like not sleeping and getting really fatigued and out of breath. And so she pricked my finger, and I remember looking over and it said 450. And I knew nothing about diabetes. And I was like, oh, 1,000's bad, 0 is bad, 500's probably perfect, and I'm a little low. I had no idea. They then told me I had been diabetic for 3 months without me knowing.
Yeah, that's when life changed. I stayed with her for the 5 days. I don't think I ever left.
Yep.
It was difficult. You know, I let them do everything initially because I didn't know anything and tried to learn as much as I could. And all of a sudden one day it hit me like, wait, I have to figure out how to do all of this myself, you know, when we leave the hospital. You know, so it was a huge learning curve.
I've never been a sick kid. And so I always assumed you go into a hospital sick and you leave better. But I was leaving with a whole new life. I found Friends for Life, which is a conference organized by children with diabetes. Every 4th of July, I am in Disney, Coronado Springs, where I volunteer with the Sports Central team, teaching kids that they can play sports with this and it's not going to stop them. They also bring in professional athletes, which is really cool. I've met Mark Andrews, Blake and Reed Ferguson. I've met Chad Muma, Ryan Reed, like really cool people who have made it so far with this illness. So I found a lot of support through them. Having a sport, it's like these 2 hours are dedicated to lacrosse. And no matter what I do, I'll be there. And it gets me out of my head, like I'm not constantly thinking about what's next or whatever. I'm focused on getting a person and an athlete, an individual, teammate, everything.
From behind. Wow. There is Jade Gorman, who cut from behind the goal, came up for that attempt.
And it's also a social aspect where like we can just talk when we're on the sideline, and wall ball is something that's super important to me. It's just passing back and forth to yourself for hand-eye coordination, but I like to count the numbers, so I'll do like 100 on my right hand, 100 on my left hand, and it's again like I'm not focused on anything else except numbers, and there it's just 1, 2, and it's something that really like refocuses me. It says built not born. I like live by that. I've said since 5th grade, so before I was diagnosed, but it means to me that like nothing's handed to you. You have to work for everything you want.
My dream has never changed for Jade. Right. Like it would be for any parent, I would think, say for their child, do anything that makes them happy.
Right.
Happy and healthy.